Hello, I will be sharing my GoFinancy project that I had made as a part of Sovereign Front-End Assessment Challenge. So this is my front-end dashboard UI. So I used React and Vite, and I am running it locally on my machine. I have used Tailwind CSS version 4 and Frame Motion for the animation. So this is the first dashboard page. So here I have 4 cards which shows total balance, total income, total expenses, and saving rates. Then I have a balance trend chart that shows line graph for income, expenses, and balance for each month, like January, February, and March. So it shows the balance trends over the different months. So you can see here. And next is the spending breakdown donut chart that shows the different types of expenses like debts and repayments and lifestyle breakdown, spending breakdown changes. This donut chart shows. Then on scrolling here, we can see the recent transactions. So it shows the last 5 transactions that has been done by the user. So here you can see all option. On clicking that, you will get to the ledger page. So here this shows all the financial transaction that has been done by the user, and here is the search filter where we can search through names, and it will list the results based on the search. There are filters like leisure and fun, and whatever you can choose to see what all transactions are related to that particular domain. Here all type of here you can select whether it is credit or debit, so you can select that also. So here when I change it to this, here you can see it has the debit filter added, and here are all modes like UPI, cash. So here you can see that the cash is here. Also the months, you can give the months filter here, oldest and latest. So that, as you can see, it will update according to the filters. I have used local storage, so data won't be lost when the browser gets refreshed. Now I have the export button, which downloads the transaction data in both the formats. Is out here. So this is the JSON file that we downloaded here. So you can switch to the admin role here by clicking on this admin button, or pill type what we say. So here on switching the to admin role, here an add transaction option is there. So here the user can add 10 gift whatever they have, and UPI mode what they have used for the payment. Also there is a list of categories that they have chosen for this transaction. So here I am adding more. Here you can see that Zomato what I have added, it is listing here. So it is the debit, and I can check also what changes I have did. So similarly for we can add transactions for the credit also. So here for credit, like company name, the user here it is cash. So the credit option will be added here. So you can see that this new transaction has been added 50,000 here, and the debit one was added. There is a delete option as well if the user wants to delete any transaction. The Zomato dinner transaction, net banking, 5,000 was cut. So we can filter also, like only the April month transaction. You can see only 4 transactions are coming. So also I can toggle to the dark mode. So this is the dark mode. I can click on the reset button and it will show these things. So means all the transactions. Here you can see that I have all the transactions. So this is the Indian type of transactions that see the dark mode of the Pulse dashboard here. There are 4 cards that shows the latest whatever spending category there is. The last month savings, it shows spending rate change and the total number of transaction. The top spending categories, it has shown that the user is spending what items more. Here is a bar graph, like think a progress chart. So it shows the income, expenses, and savings analysis. So this is the insights or analytics. So for all these charts, I have used Recharts library that React provides. Here, so there is a date picker, so you can change the date here. There is a date field, change the month, so it will reset according to that. So I may select today's date, and so it is April 2026 and January 2025. It will show all the result, and if I reset, it shows from the starting 2023 to the recent one. Observation based on the spending rate changes and these analysis, what is the saving rate? There is an analysis done here that you have spent 73% less than 2026 April compared to 2025 January. These are the analysis based on the actual data that are coming from the these graph. So you can see the frame of motion here. These cards were stacked, and there is a background also here. Also, these graphs are not user select. I have made it user select none, so that it doesn't looks or misbehaves when the user clicks on the screen. Also in the ledger, I have a fade in transition frame of motion. Also for the profile, there are options like account, general, and privacy help. So this is the user profile icon, and on the light mode also it is fully responsive. There is so for this responsiveness of the dark mode, I have used totally the CSS thing. I have not there is no requirement of changing code in the components part. You can so here this is totally MVC structure. All the code is in the SRC components, data, pages, and store. So I have used user select, as you can see here in the code. You can see the CSV file that I have downloaded. It is correctly saved, all is totally responsive. You can show you responsive to the mobile view. So I can show you the responsiveness by here. This is the Nokia one. So here you can see the Nokia one design, and let me go to the Samsung Galaxy. So you can see here the pulse thing also, it is coming perfectly here. So it is fully responsive in this view. Also there is a hamburger menu icon that I have used for this one, and on mobile view also it is totally showing perfectly here. You can see here. So this one you can see here, it is fully compatible on the mobile screen as well. Thank you for watching. You can check the code and the deployment links in the GitHub and README.